There we are. Good evening. Good evening, good evening. I almost forgot to put my model in. I was so focused on trying to make sure the hand camming was going to work. Hello. Yeah, so focused on that I completely forgot to open VTube Studio. And it's only once already streaming on the I'll be right with you screen, and then suddenly, whoops, Blue is not actually here. Hi Blue, hi KO, you miss, so lovely to see you. Yes, it would have been interesting early few minutes of stream if I only realized when we came onto this screen that Blue's model is not here. Would have been an interesting study in how Blue handles streaming emergencies, perhaps. But Blue realized, and Blue handled it. Even managed to get me in a fairly good position without being able to see the screen, so that's good too. So, yes. A World of Cozy Bookstores coloring book. I did purchase this book with streaming in mind. I have opened it. I've flicked through a few pages. They're very, very pretty. Most pretty indeed. But yes, I have not applied colored pencil to paper yet. Honestly, besides coloring bits and pieces with the small ones, I don't remember the last time I colored for myself. I think I used to have one of the mandala-like adult coloring books, but throughout various moves and whatnot, it seems to have disappeared itself. I never got particularly far in it anyway, because it's so pretty and intricate, and Blue is not particularly good at the intricate, as you may find out soon. But anyway, I just wanted to try something else, something nice, something relaxing, and something we can possibly have a bit of a chat along with, without chatting being the sole thing we're doing. Some people can pull it off. I'm not sure Blue's much of a chat-only sort of person. Perhaps I could be, but I think it's good. It's good to have something else going on. Good to have something going on in the background. Also, I'm not sure about my new desk setup, because the way it is right now, my drink bottle is right next to the power outlet. So Blue hopes she's not clumsy. That is a hope in vain. A hope in vain. In any case, as well, I have this lovely... Oh yes. Yeah, I'll have to... I need to make a few purchases. Like, I need a new shelf that I can put my computer tower and printer and various other things on to make more room on my desk. But I have not made the purchase yet, because there's many purchases Blue needs to make at the moment. She made a few of them the other day. I did it. I made a few of them. But yes, have not bought the shelf yet. Also, I really want some closed storage, but there is nowhere to put it. This house has very, very little actual usable wall space. It's quite sad, really. Because it's the fashion in this town to have massive corner windows taking up a huge part. And and there's entrances everywhere in the living room. There's hardly anywhere to put furniture. Sorry. It's about shelving and closed storage. You know what Blue watches on YouTube all the time. Interior design videos. And architecture. Architecture also. And decluttering. Please. Blue needs to declutter. Any case, I have not used these lovely pencils. Colored pencils Crayola. 50 rich, vibrant colors. Except they spell colors wrong. We're in Australia. Colors, we're supposed to have a little U between that O and R. Right there. Right there. In any case, how many times have I said in any case? I'm sure it's at least 4 or 5 already. Small one is just starting to use the best language because, well, of course we read a lot of books, and she also listens to Tony's quite a bit. I do like the Tonys. It's like current day, oh, some fell out already. You know, the children's cassettes from the 90s with storybooks, read-along storybooks on them. We had a lot of those. Were they still big in the... of course they weren't still big in the noughties. What are you talking about? Noughties, it's when... what are they? iPods and such came out. They might have had similar thing on iPods. But, yes. She said something today. I forget what she said first, but then she added at the end, I implore. And I know exactly where she got that one from. She got that one from Zog by Julia Donaldson. It's when the dragons are learning how to roar. Louder, louder, I implore. Okay, let's have a look at this. Oh, no, let's get it fully in the shot. There we go. I'm not going to be able to keep this pretty here. Let's see if we can shifty shift. So it's right at the edge. There we go. That looks nice. That looks nice. Okay, A World of Cozy Bookstores coloring book. In my quick flicks through, I have seen that some of them are very, very intricate. So we may be going for some of the simpler ones to start with. Oh dear. Is this the first one? Yeah, it's cozy bookstores, but they seem more like libraries to me, which is far more appropriate. Yeah. Pretty. Sorry, lighting's terrible, so my shadows are going to be everywhere. I've got the torch on my phone to help. I've got my ring light, but behind me the only lighting we've got is overhead ceiling light. I have bought a lovely lamp to go around here, but as I said, no shelf to put it on yet. Oh, I like this one. It's a book cafe. Very nice. Oh, book cafe. That would be a nice thing. That could be a fun, silly stream one time. Blues Book Cafe. Don't know what we'd do on it besides have, you know, pretend food. I suppose I could make tea. Not that I would drink it. Oh, yeah, not that one. Not that one today. Way too intricate. Oh, that one's got lots of pretty lights. Oh, that's nice. A city library. Blue likes a good city. That one's feeling a bit more simple. That one's looking quite inviting. Let's just have a look. Oh, I don't need my YouTube studio up over here right now. I'm good. I'm good. Another... What is it? This looks like from Beauty and the Beast or something. To this poor provincial town. Oh, that one's nice. I like that one. Nice and easy. That may be cheating though. Ooh. Okay, this one feels like blue, but I probably don't want to try for petals quite that small at the moment. Let's just look through a few more and then pick a nice simple one. Oh, he's got a little puppy dog toy there. Oh, maybe we should start with this one. Which one looks cool? Sorry, there's just enough of a, you know, enough of a delay that I can't always tell which we mean. But yeah, I think I might... Sorry, I was just wondering if they're repeating themselves already. I don't think so. I might have just seen this one already. Just check a few others. Yes, my gloved hands make it a bit difficult. The one with the circular window. Okay, hold on. Ah, yeah. Yeah, I do really want to do that one. Just need to figure out how to get a better picture on my camera so you can actually see the coloring in of all the tiny, tiny bits. Yeah. Can't really zoom in on the fly. Sorry, only second hand cam stream. Still don't really know what I'm doing. Yeah, Yes, maybe definitely come back to that one, because yes, that does have a very blue feeling with the circles and the trees and the flowers. So pretty. But yes, let's be cowardly and go with this one to start with. Oh dear. Let's use the pencils to hold this down. Hooray! You see everything, and then my arm's probably going to be covering the whole thing. It is not a large book, as you can see. And Blue's hands are not excessively large. But they're large enough to stretch far enough to play most things on piano, so they're probably fine enough. Now, what color do we start with? My goodness, 50 is way too many. How am I supposed to choose? Should I just do the... Should I do that thing that people do when they pick a color and they use it and then they put it down somewhere and they cannot pick it up again, so they have to only use colors they haven't already picked up? That could make things interesting. Why don't we start off with the plants, get some nice green going on here. Is that more turquoise than green? Ah, well. Let's find out. Oh dear. Sorry, I'm always panicking, think I'm going to lean my head right over. Because I tend to work very, very slouched over. It's all very slouched. Let me know if you see my head, and I will see if I can do anything to fix the problem, short of beheading myself. That's probably taking things slightly too far. I did it. I'm coloring. Look at me go. Coloring, coloring, coloring free. We're coloring. That didn't take long, did it? Let's go and leave a gap there and put a different shade of green in there next. If you talk about coloring being so anti-stressful, but all I'm feeling is the stress. Stay between the lines, stay between the lines, stay between the lines. Yeah, I don't think coloring was really designed for people with Blue's personality. But maybe we can fight through it. Maybe we can actually enjoy a pleasant coloring stream. Or else. Yeah, there are a few things I did want to have a little chat about related to the videos I've been popping out. I just wouldn't mind some opinions about some issues I'm having. But there is no need to rush on that. That's right, I wanted to try having a making up melodies stream. That would be nice. Probably more Blue speed and coloring. Can you actually see what I'm doing at all? The picture doesn't seem fantastic. Ugh, I'm sorry. This is all an experiment. It's an experiment. We will experiment with our coloring and our pictures. Sorry, that's a horrible, horrible pretend accent, and I shouldn't be doing it. Here we go. What tune was that? I can see. Thank you. Thank you, because my image that I'm looking at, everything looks blurred. Oh, I think that was roughly the tune of something from Muppets Take Manhattan. Together again. Oh, I just can't believe that I've ever been gone. I've been having a small problem lately when I keep trying to sing songs, generally children's songs, and they keep coming out sounding like Animal from the Muppets. You know, I'm singing normally and then suddenly we're singing like Animal. Ah. Yeah, I think the small ones just find it funny. I'm not sure they know exactly what I'm doing, but it's okay. They're not alone in there. I'm not sure many people know exactly what Blue's doing, including Blue. Still, I don't want to put the green down yet because I probably shouldn't stick to that thing, but I may anyway. Because Blue is pointlessly stubborn. Oh, that's kind of, but it unblurs. Okay, that's something. That's something. So how have you all been? I hope your days have been warm and pleasant, and your nights cool and gentle, and all that jazz. It's getting pretty dang cold here. We've got the fireplace going. I forgot to top it up before starting the stream, but it was going reasonably powerfully not long before I started, so shouldn't be a problem. Yeah. And even if it goes out, embers generally stay hot enough to relight fairly easily. Oh my goodness, the other day, I was just sitting in the living room. And suddenly the fire lit itself. As in, the last time I tended the fire had been about 12 hours ago, before I went to bed. And, yeah, 12 hours later, there's a coal that's still hot enough and enough fuel left that it just randomly restarts. It was a little creepy. It couldn't go for very long. It felt a shame to just sort of let it fizzle out, but I had small one too with me, and I couldn't, yeah, it's difficult to go out and get firewood and such. Plus, yeah, I'm not sure I would have got to it in time anyway. It seemed a shame to let it fizzle, but yes, we didn't have any more firewood left inside, and it would have had to trudge out, try to find it. I know exactly where it is, but try to find it with small one too, trailing along behind me, wanting to help. He is a very helpful child, but yes, given I've stabbed myself with massive splinters with that stuff before, I don't want him touching it. And cannot just leave him inside because the fire just relit itself. Who knows what kind of arcane nonsense is going on there? I'm not leaving my child next to a fire that just relit itself. What kind of person do you think I am? Like, well, I'm also the kind of person, I don't take chances with things like fairy rings. I mean, why take the risk? Ooh, thinking of such, I had a cool idea for a short story the other day regarding fairy rings. I was just walking home, and one of the small ones was standing in the middle of a manhole. As in, the manholes in the ground. Those ones. I've had some confusion with that before. The ones in the ground. And it just got Blue to thinking, what would happen if the fairy world remained in need of, stolen children and human sacrifices and whatnot, but there wasn't anywhere left where they could really grow their fairy rings because the entire world's been mostly urbanized. Or even if there were places to grow the fairy rings, nobody goes there. So I figured, what if they started hijacking the manholes in cities? And if you stand in one, it just whooshes you away to the Fae realm, where you'll either be, it's either married off instantly, killed for entertainment, or killed for sustenance. It's got to be one of those three. There's not really any other option. Oh, yes. Human slavery. That's another one. Four options. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We either get eaten, used for sport, slavery, or, what's that other one? Married off. Those are our options, apparently. Oh, dear. Shall we use this lovely green? Yes, it's the same sort of plant, so let's use it up here as well. So, how are you enjoying this visit into Blue's brain? It's fun in here, isn't it? My microphone is shaking. It's fun in here. We're having a lovely time. La 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 la. I need to lean in and I do not want my head to be visible. I'm very self-conscious when it comes to my head. It's a, well, the shape's not that funny. Blue thinks the shape is a little funny. I keep leaning in and I keep double checking and no one can see my head yet, so that is good. That's why we have to practice these hand cams, isn't it? So there's no longer that internal panic that, oh my goodness, someone is going to see my head. If you get sick of the music, by the way, I can just turn it off. But I haven't got it set up to have many more songs yet. I haven't got a huge playlist of, what's the word? Public domain songs. Because I prefer to use the silly little ones that I write. And not many are particularly polished at the moment. If I ever get time, I should work on the... Are you a new leaf? I think you're a new leaf, but I'll still keep this pattern going. Oh, it's fine. The music's relaxing. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, we'll keep it going then. I need to lean in closer. Are my glasses not strong enough? Considering they're not actually reading glasses. More for distance, but I just keep them on my face. They make things less blurry. They work for me. Oh my goodness. So many red versus blue cutaways in the latest video I was working on. But yes, if things go the way Blue is thinking they probably have to, there probably will not be many cutaways in the future, which is sad because they are fun. And I like sharing what's going on in my head in that way. Because, you know, half of my lexicon speaking with family and such is movie quotes, so it's like sharing that sort of thing with you too, so it's another reason I like it. But yeah, Blue is just spending so much time editing the videos right now. She doesn't have any time for writing. I know they're short videos, but Blue's not very good at editing yet, and it just, the amount of time I have to do things like editing and writing is so minimal anyway that it's just taking up all my time, and I'm starting to panic that I'm not even going to stay ahead of the short stories, let alone get more novel work done anytime soon. Oh, the stems should be the darker color, shouldn't they? Did I missed some down here. I missed this one. But I'm thinking of just coming up with a basic semi-scripted sort of spiel I can use after every drabble and short story. You know, a little different each time, but this should be green too. A little different each time, but just the basic stuff. Sorry, just need to change the angle a bit for myself. The basic stuff. What's the basic stuff? Intro. Apparently VTubers should always do their intro just in case someone new is here. Always do the intro. So intro and thank you for reading. And what else is necessary? Oh yes, some potentials, maybe two, no more than two potentials for what could happen next. That's where it'll get its little bit of individuality. And yeah, I don't know whether to keep the suggestion that you could write your own drabble or tell me what you think's going to happen next. Probably takes up too much space. I'm not sure anyone's interested in doing that anyway. It was just a thought. We're experimenting, finding what works. And trying to think what else I actually say, but just the essentials. I thought there was a bug wandering across the page, but it's just a pill from my glove showing up in the shadow. Where is it? That one. That one. Oh, yes. But reducing what comes after the Drabble reading will remove most of the editing that I have to do. It'll only just be a little tiny bit for each video. Hopefully that will free up more time for the actual writing of all things. The other option I'd thought of was dropping back to once every 2 weeks, but I don't really want to do that unless I absolutely have to. Excuse me, sorry. Yes, I'd much rather stick to weekly for as long as I can, because I need to sort of hold myself accountable a bit better, because without structure like school or work, I find it difficult. Oh no, more coughs are coming. I'm so sorry. Excuse me a moment. Ugh. Yes, I don't think I've coughed all day, then suddenly I'm in everywhere. I almost colored this in green. Like, that's an interesting plant. Yes, it's a plant growing out of a teacup. It could be. It could definitely be that, but yeah, I'm thinking more likely steam. What color do we do steam? How many other greens do we have? Let's pop this green down. Oh dear. Oh, we want a lighter one this time, don't we? Let's go with this one. This one? Very nice. Lovely greens. I might leave these guys for now. I'm wondering whether to do grey for the other part of those leaves. That might be nice. Let's do some of the leaves and stuff for these patterns over here. Down here. Oh, you can't see. There we go. So yes, I am a little sad because it's been lots of fun doing the chatting about the stories afterwards. You know, fun to tell people a little bit about how the story was written and where you think it's going, how it came about, all of that. But another option there is, if or when we stop doing that, every 2 months or so, could always just have a stream and talk about all the videos that have been released in that time. And that way, it's all up there. But, you know, oh, for goodness sake, coughing. What has happened? Where has this coughing come from? Oh dear. Yes, I think I was whinging last week about how long I've been sick, and it's made it really difficult to do any recording. I think you're going to be able to tell in some of the recent ones that I've recorded. Yeah, I was not 100% recording those. You know, they don't sound terrible, but it could have been better, but very, very, very much falling behind in recordings. I've finished 2 more in the last few days, and they're lined up ready to go. So I think that takes us into the middle of July. And I do have an actual short story that will be ready soon. I'd meant to start putting up the short stories much sooner and, you know, split them up with drabbles and such, but I've been having a little trouble getting the short stories together. That's because they're much longer. And the one which I really wanted to go first, the one which I did work on a few streams a couple of years ago here, It's yeah, it's definitely my longest one. And I made a terrible mistake. Well, two terrible mistakes. One I'd recorded before I'd fully edited, so it was no good to use. And then I recorded again, but I recorded in a way that made it almost impossible to edit. It's difficult to describe what I did, but whatever I did, don't do it. So I had to record it 3 times in all. And I finally finished editing it down to length, I think. Oh, yeah, here's a leaf. We missed a leaf. And I've still got a... Yeah, I think I'll re-record and... Not the story, but I'll re-record the stuff at the end, because I think I'd already recorded a longer one for this story. But I think I'll do the shorter one and hold on to that stuff to talk about on a stream, maybe. That might be nice. Anything else can be the screen? Maybe a couple of books can be the screen. Maybe just pick a few. I don't know, this is pretty light. I think most books would probably, in my mind, be sort of darker, richer colours, so I might be daring and put this green down. Blue will be daring. Oh, goodness me. Oh, here's a nice silvery grey. Is this just silver? Is this just silver? Probably. I know steam is not silver, but let's just do the steam silver. This is my coloring book. It's my rules. The steam can be silver. If it's not silver, what are we going to do? Just leave it blank? Nope. Nope. I think these pages are designed so none of it shall be untouched by the tip of a coloring pencil. Oh dear. So yes, are there any opinions as to this cunning plan to mostly stop doing the chatting about the story portion? Why am I putting it back in the box? What am I doing? What am I doing? Oh, this silver might be nice for the other parts of these leaves. I was thinking a darker grey, but no, this would be nice. Let's do that. Let's do that. Oh, dearie me. Yes. Less chatting. It'd also make the videos a fair bit shorter, but I don't think people will mind. Generally, from what I've seen of the statistics, people tap out after the story anyway. So if I did cut most of the talking afterwards, it'd probably improve my watch rate. Yeah. Oh goodness, I got a few well, I've got quite a few half finished, but I fully wrote a few short stories a few weeks ago, but they just need a bit more editing before I could think about popping them up. And I've got a bunch more ready to go. They're just waiting on last minute editing before I'm game to record. Oh, I don't know, I like the chatting after, it's charming, but some are heavy on cutaways. Oh yes, I still haven't worked out the balance. Definitely have not worked out the balance. Yes, we was having way too much fun with cutaways on some of them. Yes, thank you for confirming that concern that I did have. Oh dear. Oh dear. But do you think it would make sense to sort of shift that portion of the video into more live stream territory? And that way we still get to chat about it, and then you can actually chat about it if you want to. There'd probably be a better way to talk about, you know, what could happen, what led up to it, all of that. But I think I'd had half a mind if anyone managed to write a comment about where they think things are going or where they came from, that we could live stream chat about that anyway. Oh dear. Here we go. Can we see? Yes, we can see. Oh dear. Shows how well prepared I am. I didn't even get a sharpener ready. I'm pretty sure I could find one fairly quickly if we needed one, but you know, we've got 50 colors. If we lose one, we can just replace it. Oh, goodness me, I really need to write down all my ideas when I think of them. I thought of something really cool last night in the shower, as we do, because it is oddly one of the best places for brainstorming, particularly unintentional brainstorming, all the weird and wild stuff that just happens. What was it? Oh yes, I remember now. Okay, I may be able to turn that into a drabble. I'll see what I can do. Sorry, I'm not going to share it right now because it's funny. It's funny, and I want to save it. Oh no, I messed up the pattern. Oh no, everything is ruined. Everything is ruined, and the coloring gods will come after me in my sleep. Now we're good. We'll be fine. We'll just fudge that. No one will notice. No one will notice. Oh no, we did it again. I'll just say that's a different leaf. Waha! I win. And again, how did I do it so many times? Maybe it's because I'm coloring from a distance. Like normally I would be right up close. Yeah, there has to be a better way to set this up. I may have to find how some other people do coloring streams and what they do to make it work. Is it just my slightly aging phone that's causing some trouble? Is this part of a leaf or is this part of the background? Is it part of the leaf? I honestly can't tell. I think it's part of the leaf. Well, if it wasn't, it is now. Yeah. And just these little teeny tiny bits waiting to go. Oh, and then there was that other big idea that we had some time ago about sort of a collective story writing thing, which I haven't made any progress with yet. It would be fun. It would be fun. No. Yes, no, yes, no. Let's do these little buttons. I know they're usually the same color as the fabric that they're on, but let's make them gold. Where's the gold? You promised me shimmering, shining gold. There you are. Found it. Pretty. Maybe do a few books of gold, maybe, and maybe the trim of the flower pots. Do you think that might be nice? Ooh, maybe even just the trim of the chair. Be a fancy golden chair. Lots of gold. Gold is nice. What color is the main fabric? My head says red, my heart says blue. This is nice, isn't it? Coloring. Not quite as thoughtless as in head empty as opposed to doing without care. Not quite as head empty as I hope, but that's because blue is just not stopping talking. And I know when we just don't stop talking, it's frequently careless talking, but no, Blue's head is not shutting up. And unfortunately, you are now bearing audio. Ah, you see head. That's not good. You see head. Thank you. Thank you. I was leaning too close, but I can't see what I'm doing properly. Thinking. Oh, it's there. Too far. I really wish I could zoom in more without losing definition. That would be nice. Yeah, sorry if I could see your head was sitting up there for ages and I'm just head down coloring. La 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 la. This is fun. Blue is oblivious, sharing her head with the internet. Oh dear. That's pretty. Yes, so shall we do gold trim? Oh no, how do I trim this down here? Is it these bits? What's happening in the middle? Is that more cushioning? I was confused. I think so. I think we're okay. I'll do my best. That's all we can do. But I'm liking the liberal use of gold here. It's so shiny. So very shiny. And I think I've only gone outside the lines a couple of times, which is a miracle. Just a small one, but still a miracle. There's a Christmas picture book called A Small Miracle that does not fail to make me sob every time we look at it. It is quite lovely, very sad. Sad happy, that sort of thing. So there's a woman living in a tiny cabin at the edge of a town. Was in quite far from the edge of the town. And she wakes up on Christmas Eve and it's really cold and she doesn't have anything and she's checking everywhere she keeps her money and her food and there's nothing. So she goes into town and busks all day with her piano accordion and gets nowhere. Everyone's just walking straight past without looking at her. And she's in somewhat despair and goes to a pawn shop and sells her piano accordion for probably not very much money, and she kisses it goodbye, and that's, her one friend, her one source of income, just so she can survive another few nights. And as she's walking back through the town, someone drives by on a motorbike and steals all the money, just snatches it off her. And then, all she can do is keep walking, and she's walking past the church, and the guy's riding his motorbike through the church and knocking down the nativity everywhere and stole the poor box. But she manages to knock him off the bike and wrench it off him, and she takes it back into the church and locks the doors and sets up the nativity again. And then she's walking home and it's a snowstorm and she collapses and we think she's going to die. But then the nativity comes to life and gets her home safely. And then, the three wise men, little tiny nativity figures, sell their gold and frankincense and myrrh at the pawn shop. And they get enough money to get her piano accordion back and to buy a huge, delicious feast. And Joseph cuts lots of wood. And Mary and baby sit with the lady in her bed, keeping her company. And what did that person do? Oh, I've forgotten. The shepherds went off to do something important. I've forgotten what it was. Oh dear. What did they do? What else is she missing? Oh, I think he went off to get the rest of her money from the robber. I think that's what he did. But then, They cook her a delicious, delicious feast with all the stuff they bought at the supermarket. And there's this really cute illustration of the little tiny figures, you know, pushing the shopping trolley through the supermarket. And they cook everything up lovely, and there's a roaring fire, and they decorate a Christmas tree. And when she wakes up, they're all gone, and she is shocked and delighted, and, you know, has her piano accordion back, and it just shows her, you know, eating her delicious food and having a lovely play of her accordion and having probably the best Christmas she's had in years and years and years. So yeah, Blue cries a lot looking at that. Sorry, you probably weren't counting on a retelling of a picture-only Christmas book in the middle of the year. But somehow the topic happened. I can't remember how, but somehow it happened. A small miracle. That's what it did. That's what it was. It's called A Small Miracle. And it was a small miracle that Blue was colouring in between the lines. Yeah, the only other all-picture book that I remember having as a child is one called Window. And I'm not sure anyone would have heard of that one except other Australians, because it's a very, very Australian story, or picture story, about, well, it applies everywhere, but it's using the Australian bush as the example. You know, I think it's every 2 years or so we get another illustration looking out the same window. And we start off in the middle of the bush, and then by the time the kid has grown up, you know, it's a full-on city outside. Then in one illustration we see the kids moving back to the bush. And there with his baby. And I can't remember whether there was already signs of, you know, what's the term? Advancement coming to where he's moved to. It's a lovely book. Again, sad. Are all picture-only books lovely and sad? Should these be golden roses? No, they should not. But some of these books should definitely be gold. Let's just pick a few random ones. I can hear the fire crackling. I hope it's not crackling out. So is anyone else with Blue and paying absolutely zero attention to, what is it, Soccer World Cup that's happening right now? I don't know what's going on. The only reason I even know it's happening is because my Coke Zero cans have the names of various countries participating on them right now. The latest packs we got, Canada and Turkey. I don't think we've gotten any others so far. Should we just have the one golden book? One golden book? Do we put down the fabled golden colouring pencil? Let's be bold. We put it down. You should line the used ones up here. Make it pretty. Oh, they're a nice combination, aren't they? Oh no, I've put down gold and silver. Hope I don't need them again. I'm feeling a deep pink. That's a pleasant looking sort of lavender. Are you lavender? Are you lavender? I'm feeling like I want to get the roses and the cups and the pots done before focusing on the books. Yeah, do we have a sort of... Is that pink or red? I think this is a deep pink. Deep pink sort of purple. Oh, it's got... The colours are written on them. Magenta. We've got magenta, everyone. It's magenta. What colours are the other ones we did? Let's have a quick look. Okay, so we had... teal. It was turquoise teal. Silver. Yellow green. Yellow green. Isn't the proper name for yellow green chartreuse? I think it's chartreuse. And bronze yellow. Okay, so maybe this isn't the actual shiny gold that's in there. It's bronze yellow. But yes, let's go in there with some magenta. Kind of wanting the flower pots to be magenta. How does that sound? Let's go with the flower pots. Oh, that's nice. What do we mix to get magenta, according to Blue's Clues? We mix some red and purple. Red and purple make magenta. So I wouldn't know what makes some more particular colours without Blue's Clues. What is it? Marigold from orange and yellow. I think some people might prefer calling it amber. Do you prefer marigold or amber? They're both pretty. Vermilion is apparently red and orange mixed. I think those are the main ones. I always thought vermilion was just a shade of red as opposed to a shade of orange red. And I don't know, what kind of shade of red it would be without mixing in a bit of another color, but apparently Blue doesn't think about that. I think the inside should probably be colored magenta as well. Just press down harder, make it darker. Make it darker. Make it darker. Oh dear. I'm still having difficulty settling on what novel to be writing, because there's my main magical project that I adore and I want to keep writing, but if I get stuck into it and start releasing it, it's just such a massive commitment to one story, because it could be, if I'm releasing in smaller volumes of about 60,000 words roughly, 60,000 or 50,000 to 80,000 probably. You could have as many as 50 volumes in that thing. And that's a lot. That's a lot. I think we could afford to have a few magenta books, don't you? Let's pop one in down here. You cannot see the lovely magenta book. Can you? Oh, yes, there it is. I can't even see what I'm doing. I'm sorry. This stream possibly was not as thought through as it should be. Here we go. Well, Blue always looks so sad. I'm just looking down. That's why the camera can't see me. I'm looking down. I forget what I was talking about. Oh yeah, stories. Stories. What else? Blue is a library. What else is there to talk about? Yes, it'd be such a huge commitment, and I'd feel like I couldn't spend time working on other things and just have to get that whole thing done, which is very, very intimidating. Particularly if, I was working on it and it wasn't really going anywhere. People weren't interested. I don't know if I'd be able to just leave it, because it's such a special story to me. So I keep wondering, should I work on one of my huge number of other stories I've got that I want to write? But I've already got a fair bit written for Main Magical Project. And the idea of starting something new when I have so little time to do things is also very, very intimidating. Maybe one of these tilty ones right at the top. Tilty. Yeah, I'm probably not going to be trying to match colours that look together here. It's just hodgepodge of books, because that's what libraries are. Well, the best ones hopefully have some order so you can find what you're looking for, but I know it looks pretty, but I've really got the appeal of organising books by colour. How are you supposed to find anything quickly? Maybe one up here? And then a couple down the middle. Magenta seems like a good colour for the books. Yeah, but I think we're going to have to dip our toes in some blue next. Get some blue going. What about this guy here? Let's get this guy in a lovely magenta. I really should have realized sooner that the colors had their names written on them. Because it just didn't occur to me. I don't think most of the colors, the small ones, color with, have their names on them. Let's get this spine done. Yeah, so a few of the other stories I'm considering trying to focus on. And there's, you know, if it was just one, the decision might be easier to just sort of swap over, but there's not just one. There's, what is it? My, what do I call it? My sort of house restoration fantasy. There's more to it than that, but that's sort of the context. That's what main character is doing, but there's a lot more going on with the story and magic systems and stuff, and I like it a lot. There's also my story, which is sort of like a combination of Studio Ghibli and Attack on Titan, if you like the sound of that. Yeah, sort of the human terrarium story idea. There's an idea I thought of a few years ago, and I felt almost sick with excitement when I came up with it, because I thought this one might actually be marketable. And it's how do I describe it? Modern-ish day druids sort of still protecting some sort of force field. It's not a force field, but some sort of protection put in place over 6,000 years ago. And how they create that and who actually safeguards it, and a bit intriguey. But main character is sheer delight. And not many of my main characters are sort of good sheer delights. I mean, the house restoration girl woman would be as well. So I'd have to make sure that she's a sheer delight that's not quite the same sort of sheer delight as the one from the druids. Plus she's a technology druid, a tech druid. But I think I was aiming for 50s style technology, but druids already taking it much further. But yes, lots of radio. Sort of like social media over radio. That sort of thing. Shall we pop magenta down? I was wondering if we should do the roses, and maybe just to keep some sort of small amount of cohesion in there. Let's do these rosies in magenta as well. Not ready to set you down just yet, magenta. And there's also the story that I worked on for the 2023 NaNoWriMo streams. That's another possibility, and I've thought about that one more lately and come up with some more ideas. And then there's my other magical girl story. Oh, my other magical girl story. I've got a few, but not main magical project. Not my one that's vaguely Final Fantasy style. The other one. What do I even call that? Magical Hag Helpline. That one is just... And then there's all of my classic ones as well, which I could go back to, that I'd love to go back to. It's just a little overwhelming, the amount of things I want to be writing, the amount of time and energy I have to do them. And, yeah, increasing panic that I'm never going to get any of them done. Let's not go into the panic. It's still a reasonably quiet panic at the moment, but there's definitely panic. Yeah. Just wish I knew what to write, how and when. I'll probably just wind up sticking with main magical project, but then I worry I'll never actually take the the risk of starting to publish it, even though that's almost the whole reason I came up with being blue, was to release that particular story, because, you know, based on a fan fiction, I didn't think any publishers would ever want it. Although that seems to be changing these days, because Alchemized, load of torture porn that I've heard it is, was a fan fiction. And I know 50 Shades was. So yes, maybe still not so good, because most of the books that began as fan fictions that have been picked up by major publishing houses seem to be of a certain brand and a certain reputation, which I do not particularly wish to be associated with. Maybe I should have done these walls in the... Walls? Walls. WHORLS. However you pronounce that. I'm putting magenta down now. Bye-bye, magenta. Bye-bye. You were a solid companion. Let's think about the teacup. This sweet little teacup right here. Call it a librarian teacup. Teacup-y. That's a pretty, very pale color. What are you? What are you? Coal grey. Very pretty. I'm not sure. I mean, I've picked it up. There's nothing in the pretend rules saying I can't pick it up and put it down without using it. If I haven't used it, I mean. Okay, let's just pop you back in there. What color should this teacup be? I don't know. Why is this such a difficult choice? This is sort of nice powdery sort of blue. What are you called? Light blue. It makes sense. But I'm not sure I want the cup to be light blue. Let's color in these tabs light blue. I'm not sure exactly what they are, but let's color them light blue. Finally, some blue. In blues, coloring in. Although I suppose the teal can count as blue, can't it? Green, blue. My ineptitude is showing through more with this color. I'm not sure why. Blue's coloring technique leaves a lot to be desired. Here we go. How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5. That's 5. I'm holding it on the point too much. I need it on the I think it's shaved down edge, but that's not right. The flatter sort of edge, so we get the smoother, slightly smudgy. I'm okay with slightly smudgy. I'm less okay with, you know, piercing sharp lines through the work. Smudgy is fine. We like smudgy. They make specific coloring pencils for smudging. These ones won't be it. I'm sure there was a type of coloring pencil designed for smudging. I don't remember if it was just with your finger or if you needed a certain implement to get that done to produce the best results. I'm sure a lot of people would have just used their fingers anyway, even if they did provide a smudging tool. Blue had another random thought the other day. Aren't you lucky being treated to so much of the contents of Blue's brain this fine evening? I was wondering, you know, as opposed to trying to knuckle down on a novel or more short stories at the moment, whether to just hone in on the drabbles and try to write 100 drabbles in total so I can release a an ebook, maybe even a solid book called 100 or something. How many have I got right now written? think I've got including the ones I've already put online. I think I've got 17 completely written, and a bunch partially, one of those written. I kind of want to do the handle of the teacup this blue, but nothing else. Let's do the handle blue. Oh, handle and saucer? Handle and saucer. Handle and saucer. So yeah, I think it's doable. In particularly if I just start frequently. Do I really want to do the saucer? I mean, let's do the underneath of the saucer in the blue, but the above a different color. And the above different color can be the same as the inside of the cup. And then the outside be a different color. It's all coming together. Yeah, particularly if I start doing more jabber writing streams. I know I don't generally finish many during jabber writing streams, but there's a fair amount of work that gets done on them. So that's another option. I was also planning to do short story collections, ebooks of what I've... Let's use this interesting looking color I saw. Yes. Digital and hard copy versions of the audiobooks. What are you called? Pale Rose. That's pretty. Pale Rose. Can you see it? Can you see the pale rose, Glory? I think I need some water. Carefully take it away from the power outlet. There we go. Yes. I think I want this to be the outside of the cup. And maybe if we can find another goldy or silvery thing. Or maybe even black? Dark grey? Who knows? Who knows? Let's see where this pale rose takes us. Oh, that's pretty. That's pretty. Oh, no, we're okay. I think we're okay. It just looked like the top of the saucer joined up. But, that's not actually physically possible, so why would they draw something not physically possible in a colouring book? That just doesn't make a lick of sense. What colour is the tea? Should we just make it green tea? Green tea. Goodness me, I've got terrible technique. That is lovely, and I can't even get a proper look at it, because if I lean too forward, my head will enter the view. Ah, dearie me. Once we get all the plants and the teacups and whatnot done, it's going to be just books all the way down. And we can really... I've just about put this down. I think at least one book should be this colour. This one. Oh, yes, that one. This one. Here we go. Yes, I had been planning to try to do a little bit more recording for videos before streaming. But, yes, it took so long to get the hand cam set up that wasn't going to happen. Like, I will just make sure I can get it set up so it works. And it's a good thing I did. Sorry, just glancing up periodically now to make sure my head is not there. Maybe I should wear a dark hat or something to work as like gloves for head. Is that what a hat is? Is a hat a glove for a head? or a gloves hat for hands. Did you know that here where I live, it rained all week, and it's the one week where I could not plead lifts for small one to school because my library mother and father are away having a glorious time that they very much deserve. But the one week where it rains heavily every day, so the three of us have been getting routinely sodden of a morning and an afternoon. So not only so much rain, us soaking wet, so much laundry to do and cannot dry it outside. So we've just been having the heat pump running almost constantly, just so we've got some dry clothes. Ooh, blue. Blue. It says only blue. It is no particular, it is not light blue. It is not any other type of blue. Whatever these other types of blues are. This is the quintessential blue. So I think we're going to have to do quite a lot of books in this color. Do we want the chair in this color? Do I want it this dark of a blue? It's quite nice, but oh, I don't know. Maybe this cushion. Maybe this cushion. This cushion and a bunch of books. Oh. My voice just made a weird sound, but I don't have any voice changes. It just seemed to vibrate in my own ears. That was interesting. Yeah, let's do this cushion. Yeah, that's part of the background. That's the inside of that whirl, I think. Pretty sure. Let's see how we do here. I have done a few things in MuseScore lately. I figured out some interesting chords for a tune I've had in my head for over a decade. So that was a step in the right direction. I always knew there'd be weird chords, but actually finally getting them out, it's like, yep, they're weird. Because I'm not really very good with chords. That's why it's just stayed the random melody in my head for so long. But I sat down at the piano and I worked out the proper chords and I looked things up to make sure I was, getting the correct names for these weird chords I was playing. What else? I had another random melody. I'm like, oh, that's a good one. So I got it down quickly. Most of my random random melodies still just live in my head. But if I can move fast enough, I tend to hum them into my phone recording stuff. But if they seem to be particularly good, I try to get the rough melody down in MuseScore, in music notes, as quickly as possible. And then they just sit there forever doing nothing. Yeah, I'd like to be able to do more with the music that I come up with. I just got this ridiculous sort of rule in my head that I can't get past. I think I must have been a teenager when I thought of it. It's like I'm only allowed to truly focus on one creative outlet. I'm allowed to play with other ones, but they're not allowed to be my focus. And I'm not sure why I decided that. I don't know, just felt like it wasn't allowed, I guess. I wasn't allowed to be both a singer and a writer and a musician. Like that's... What was that? I have no idea what made that noise. I think it came from the kitchen. Possibly something to do with the fridge? Maybe? It sounded like ice tumbling, but we don't have an ice maker, so... And plus, I do not want an ice maker at the moment. It is too cold. That even looks pretty, just leaving the walls white. I mean, I'd still go over them with the white pencil. Yeah, I think that'd be nice. That'd be very nice. Oh dear. Oh dear. I enjoy world building streams a lot, but then I feel bad that we don't really do much with it. Which is why a group writing sort of project might be really cool. Okay, so that cushion's blue, so the main seat can't be. Bunch of books. Why is everything shaking? Oh, because I am resting on the desk, and the tripod with my camera on it for the hand cam is also on the desk, so everything is shaking. Maybe I should find something else to put that on. Yeah. I also just need a bigger desk, but there's nowhere to put a bigger desk, so yeah, let's not worry about that. This doesn't look too different from just the light blue, does it? Or did I just press too hard with the light blue? That's what I'm coloring. Sorry. Yes, no, yes, no, yes. Yes! Yes! Can you hear the colouring at all? Or I can just hear it through the vibrations or something. Colouring sound is nice. But again, alas, my technique is less nice. Goodness me, that's terrible. Blue. You should be ashamed of yourself. Look at what you're doing to this lovely picture. Maybe next to this lovely pale rose. Also, I don't like not having the sensory feedback. I mean, you know, I can feel the pencil, but I like to feel texture and temperature, not just pressure. Plenty of pressure, no texture or temperature. Yeah, probably good that I didn't become a medical practitioner. I'd freak out having to wear the gloves every day. Lou did think about it. Lou was considering, which is probably why she did the biomedical science at university. But no, she would not make a good doctor. She might have made an adequate one, perhaps, but I don't think she would have been a good one. Can you hear me, or am I just sort of mumbling now? Mumble, 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 mumble. Let's do a couple little ones up here. Everything's, all I can see is shaking so much. Hello, PK Demo. Greetings and salutations to you also. Yes. Is it pretty? Sorry. Yeah, the picture's not brilliant. I'm far from an expert from these hand cams, but we will work on it. We will work on it. So yes, the way it's working right now is that after I start colouring with a pencil, once I put it down, I can't pick it up again. So you can go through many of these lovely 50 colours. I hope you are well. What other books should be dark blue? It's lovely. Thank you. Thank you. But yes. Blue does not have much technique. She's managing to stay in the lines mostly, but not much technique. Oh, that's a table. That is a table. Yes, I was wondering for a second, but that's definitely a table. I think I want another dark blue one down here. Oh, not dark blue. This one is strictly blue. That's what it says on it, so therefore, blue. I'm sure there is, given there was a light blue that we've already used, that there is actually, sorry, you can't even see what I'm coloring there. There is actually a dark blue in there also. There we go. Wait, there we go. Am I game to put down this blue yet? I don't think so. I think a few more need to be blue. Let's do one up here. Blue, 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 blue. All done. Ooh, what's that? No, not all done. Not all done. I think another one in this stack needs to be dark blue. What about this one that's partly cut off by the table here? Maybe we should pick up a lovely brown next and get some lovely wood going for that table. Here we go. Terrible technique, but we're getting the coloring done. No matter what. There we go. There we go. Ah! Of course I have to whack the microphone with my coloring pencil at least once. At least once. I'm surprised that was the first time. Okay, do I put it down? There's still other blue options. I think we pop it down. Bye-bye, blue. Bye-bye. Yeah. Lovely wood tuna. Ooh, what are you? You are brown. Funny that. Let's just look for a slightly more... I did not put it to paper yet. I can pick a different brown. What about you? Raspberry. You're not even brown. Blue, what is going on? Mahogany. Let's go with mahogany. Okay, let's get this table. This mahogany table. I think I prefer walnut, but I don't feel like digging through the colors to try to see if there's a walnut. I bet there is. Just to spite me. Because of course, everything is about blue. Oh my goodness, I can't tell if that's part of it. Is that part of the table? Is that part of the table or is that a book? I honestly can't tell. I'll just color in the parts that I know are the table. Yeah, I doubt I'll get this coloring finished because I should probably try to go to sleep at a halfway decent hour. I mean, technically we're already past that, but yeah, my sleep schedule the past week. The rainy weather's probably not helping, but it's just completely warped. Just, you know, get back from taking small and one to school and dozing on the couch for a few hours. And then, you know, still being exhausted throughout most of the afternoon and evening, and then as soon as night gets here, ting! Wide awake. feeling like I need to use the wide awake time to try to get anything done, whether it's, you know, house stuff or creative stuff. But then barely getting any sleep and the entire process starting again. Oh, I used to do something similar, sort of. I picked a random color and I had to draw using only that color. Ooh. That sounds good. I think... Oh... This isn't drawing only with one color, but I think one time I was trying to draw characters only using colored pencils, like without using lead pencil to sort of sketch the design first, and so everything was outlined in the color. And you know, I'm not a very good artist, but I think thinking back to a few of those, they were interesting looking, at least. You know, if they'd been done by a competent artist, they'd be quite lovely, I'm sure. Not sure the magenta flower pots go with the mahogany table, but oh well. Dearie me. Yeah, sorry everything's shaking. I've got the tripod on the desk. Possibly not a good plan. I need to try to figure out something else if or when we do another hand cam. Okay. So here's a book stack next to the table. Here's the book stack on the table. Is that just a really big book on the bottom? I think it is. I think it is. I think it is. Let's go with that. Let's go with that. I reckon a few of the books are in a lovely, lovely mahogany color. Let's just pop a few in there. Ooh, I think it'd look nice next to that gold. Very pretty. Of course, all I'm hearing is, that is mahogany. Goodness me, that's old now. What year did the first Hunger Games film come out? Was that 2012? I can't quite remember. 2012? 2011? I can't remember. Long time ago now. Doesn't feel it, but it is. Another mahogany book, I think. I keep trying to do ones right at the bottom. Like, can they even see that? Oh dear, I'm not even going to get to sleep at a good time, even if we don't stream forever, because I think a bunch of the interior design YouTube channels I follow release their videos not long after I generally stop streaming. And while I could leave it to watch it tomorrow, it's I don't always get a chance to watch what I want during the day. It's usually Blue's Clues if we want peace in the household. Plus, you know, wind down time. Not that this isn't wind downing sort of behavior, but yeah. This being coloring. I'm sure many people use this to wind down, but for Blue, it does not seem to be having that sort of effect. Again, maybe it's because Blue will not stop talking, because Blue is supposed to talk at this point. Blue is here talking. Though I suppose quiet streams might be, as in no mic streams might be fun. Sachi's been doing a lot of those. I think she's been using the mic more lately, which is nice, so long as she's enjoying it. What are you? Navy blue. We found another blue. What is this under the chair with the roses on it? I wasn't paying attention. Are these like clawed legs of the chair? It looks a little odd. If it is almost like a chair sitting on a spider. But I'm not sure if it's meant to be the legs of the chair. Something's not quite right proportionally. I haven't used navy blue yet. I might just pop it back down. Colors, come to me. Ah! Hello. What color are you? Lemon yellow. I'm not sure I've got anything for you here, lemon yellow. Unless that's the color we want to do the tea. I suppose we could do the tea lemon yellow. Lemon tea as opposed to green tea. Honestly, I probably would prefer lemon to green. Just because it jumped out with such enthusiasm. We have to reward that sort of, what is it? What's the word I'm looking for? Gumption. Let's award the gumption. You get to be the tea. There we go. And I don't think there's anything else you could do. I'm so sorry. I'm just not sure there's any lemon yellow old books. I mean, there could be. It just doesn't feel like a likely binding color. Down. I've already used you light blue. See all the colors on the bottom row. What kind of brown are you? Brown. Really? Really? Light brown. I want walnut. Because I do. There's no good reason for it. Give me walnut. Dark brown. So yes, I'm probably going to have to pull out every single brown now until I'm satisfied. What are you? 10. You count. You're purple. I think you're purple? You're raspberry again. You keep tricking me, raspberry. I keep thinking you're a brown. You're a brown. What brown are you? Maroon. Do you count as brown or purple or red? Is maroon brown or purple or red or just maroon? Goodness me. I think I'm putting you back. I can't find a walnut. This makes me sad. Oh, did I find the proper gold though? I found gold! There it is. Yes, I thought this one I was using here was gold, but it was apparently yellow bronze. Okay. Which brown am I going to do these weird sort of legs? I think I'll go with light brown. The rest of you browns can get back in there and wait your dang turn. Let's get this done. So, side bit slightly darker for the sake of simulating shadows. Probably necessary, given blue's general technique. But nonetheless, we will make an attempt at creating some form of perspective. There we go. You're a book. You're a book. Let's go around these lovely roses. We did the roses magenta. Yes, we did a lot of magenta. I think I was pleased with magenta because it was the first time I realized that they actually had the names of the colors on the pencils. Because blue is not fast. Here we go. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, I don't think it occurred to me that this was probably wood when I was doing the pink and the green here. Oh well. It's fine. It's fine, she says. That's taking third person a little too far, Blue. Pull that back. As I'm colouring, my glove is sort of pulling on the scarf I've got underneath here. And so I'm just seeing it sort of waving back and forth in my peripheral vision. And it's like giving my peripheral vision a mirage-like effect. Mirages. It's not something I've thought about in relation to fantasy, how mirages might be used, or how they might work in other worlds. That could be fun to explore. Oh dear. Yeah, the colouring looks a little messy around here, but it's wood. We can say it's the wood grain. Behold the ingenuity of blue. I think a couple of books would definitely be light brown. Let's grab this one right here. Look at us go. Being decisive, isn't it fun? It doesn't leave blue anxious at all. 10 minutes after the fact. Sometimes I wonder if it would be fun to do things like collabs. I mean, first Blue would have to figure out social skills, but it might be fun to have someone to bounce off, in a manner of speaking. But yes, it does involve developing social skills and actually talking to other people who do similar things to Blue. There's a few lovely people I chat to now and then, but, you know, it's difficult. Probably shouldn't be, but it's difficult. One of these guys. Let's go with this guy right here. I did a collab with someone quite a long time ago, but it wasn't a shared live stream collab, which is more what I'm sort of talking about. I don't know. I think something I'd really love to do if I could figure it out is play Once Upon a Time on the stream. That would be fun. It's a lovely ball game. I think I've only ever played it once, but it was so much fun. And then a friend got me a copy, so I haven't played with the copy yet. So that might be nice. That might be nice. More brown. Books and brown go together like books and brown. Oh, over here. Over here. I feel like we haven't used enough brown yet. I know there's many other shades of brown waiting in the wings. Oh no. My camera changed the view, probably with the shaking. goodness me. I'm sorry about that. I don't really know how to fix that in a hurry. I'd have to get my camera down, which I don't really want to do. Well, dang. Well, dang. I don't really want to stream with it like this. Oh, goodness me. Might just have to pop away from here. Sorry, I don't know how to fix that. That's frustrating. Let's just jump on over here. That may have cut the coloring a little short. I'm sorry. Yes, well, clearly still many kinks to iron out when it comes to hand camming. That happened a few times as I was setting it up. And I always managed to fix it up, and I was hoping it wouldn't happen again. I'm thinking the desk just shook too much. And shook it out of control. Well, possibly I'll take a picture of what the coloring's up to, and I can post that. How did I just get here at the end? Oh, I had planned to go longer. Yes, I did plan that, but my hand camming, it's fallen apart. Yes, it's changed from what is it, landscape to portrait sort of, and mucked up how it fit in the screen. And I didn't want to take it down to try to fix it because Blue might expose herself. So, yes, we can chat here for a little while. Or possibly I could try to get some drabble writing going, but I think I'm a little tired for that. Because I did spend a while wondering today, should we color or should we drabble? Should we color or drabble? Color or drabble? And the coloring won out because I thought it would be relaxing, but getting the hand cam set up, not relaxing. Not relaxing at all. Oh dear. Oh dear. Well, I will just move these colors aside. But yes, I will take a picture. I will take a picture of where the coloring is up to, and I will post it on a post. Fitly, appropriately, aptly. One of those words. Just don't strain yourself. I will do my best not to. Thank you so much for your lovely concern. Blue will be fine. Blue will be okay. Although, you know, sometimes Blue thinks, yes, Blue will be fine because she has to be fine and will not accept any other outcome. It's not bad. Blue is fine. Blue is fine. What shall we talk about? Normally if I do a chat stream, I haven't done very many because, yes, I did say earlier, I don't think Blue is much of a chat-only sort of streamer. It's, where is my mouse? There's my mouse. Sorry, just need to minimize something. There we go. That's better. Yes. Normally I would, take down a bunch of notes of vaguely interesting things to talk about, but I think I rambled on about everything that's come to mind in the past week while I was cuddling. Cuddling? There was no cuddling happening here, sadly. No cuddling. Both my small ones are in bed, and the only time I've tried streaming with small one 2 in my lap, it did not go very well. Did I say small one 1 or small one 2? Small one 2. Bobby Breyer, that's what we're calling him. Oh, dearie me. Yes, I will definitely have to experiment some more and tweak the hand camming setup and see if I can find an alternative surface to put the phone tripod. And can it be set up with my desk and still stretch over to see it? I don't know. It just... Yeah, I think I've already said it once this stream, but it doesn't seem physically possible. Oh dear. Oh dear. Yeah, my voice did that weird sound in my ears again. I don't think it's coming through to you. It's Yeah, because I've set my microphone so I can't hear myself talking, because I creep myself out when I hear myself talking through the headphones as well as just normally. Oh, rambling yapping is absolutely not easy. I have a couple of friends that can, and I wonder at their ability to. It does take practice. I do remember leading up to Blue finally taking the step and starting streaming, because yeah, I'd planned for almost 2 years before finally starting. I started in the shower, just trying to talk through the whole shower and not stop. And after a few times, I found I'm actually pretty good at this. Despite the fact that I have very few social interactions outside of family, I can just keep on talking, apparently. Maybe that's why I don't have many social interactions outside of family. Nobody else wants to put up with Blue's constant infernal yapping. Infernal yapping. That's more like a puppy dog, isn't it? Blue has no puppy dog. Blue keeps walking past puppy dogs, which are not pleased to have Blue walking past. There's lots of angry dogs in this town. I mean, not even the big ones, though the big ones, they're a bit scarier. We had a moment a couple of weeks ago when, yes, the mother and father library don't live too far away from us, so we frequently walk. It's easier than driving. But, the sun had already gone down and it was quite dark. And we were walking home, and there's this small section. It's not really an alleyway. It's a designed shortcut for bikes and pedestrians. And we'd just gotten through there, and we were starting to cross the road. And we look up and we see this massive dog just sitting, 10 meters away from us, and it is staring at us. And then it starts trying to follow us. We're like, oh, not good. So, I'm telling Lilac Rose, small one, to be calm. But we just walk slowly. Don't change our pace. We just turn around and we walk back to the my parent library's house and say, "Could we please have a lift home? There is a very large, scary dog following us." And it is. We know that large, scary dog. It has done that before. And blocked us from getting home multiple times. But it hadn't happened in the dark before, so that was a lot. Even one time it blocked us from getting home because it was randomly sitting in our driveway. Like, what are you doing here? Why don't your owners keep you in your house or even in your yard? Why don't they shut the gate? That would be lovely. Because yeah. I say I don't like to take chances, with things like, fairy rings and, saying Candyman multiple times in the mirror. I don't see the point in taking the risk. I don't take the risk with dogs either. Yeah. I love puppies. I love doggies when I know that they are safe and friendly, but just had too many not good experiences with dogs. The first one I remember very, very clearly. I was delivering flyers as a primary school student, and just walking between doors and putting them in letterboxes, and then a massive dog bounds out of a wide open door and chases me across the street. Yeah, I'm not so good with big dogs, or even smaller ones if they are angry. Oh dear. But sometimes as well, I can't tell whether they just want to play or just want to chat. It's difficult. Yeah, better safe than sorry 100% of the time. I think so too. There has been, yes, someone has scoffed at my caution with dogs before. And I do not think it is a scoffing matter at all. Particularly not now that, I've got small ones to protect as well. I don't want to take the risk. Let's not take the risk. Yes, please tell me some other people as well don't take the risk with, urban legends like saying names multiple times in mirrors and fairy rings and such. It's not worth the risk. You may not be able to tell, but Blue is a very cautious person. Yes, Blue took 2 years to finally take the step and start streaming. Not cautious at all, am I? Not at all. Oh, dear. Oh dear. I suppose it's just as well, I want to make sure I know what I'm doing. And I know it's silly with streaming when so many people, I'm sure, when they start, they realize that it's just not for them. They're just not enjoying it. And so it would be silly to spend all the time getting ready and learning how to do it and then just stopping. But I suppose I knew that was a possibility, but I didn't think it was likely to happen. Generally, if I choose to do something, I lock in. Even if I'm going nowhere. I can't stop. I promise you, I do enjoy streaming. I love streaming. I get sad that I can't do it more often. But yeah, I finally articulated my feeling to one of my sibling libraries the other day that, yes, everything just feels impossible and hopeless, but I still can't give up. I just am physically unable to stop striving for my dreams. It would be almost better in so many ways to give up. And I know there's dignity in knowing when you've had enough, sort of thing, but I haven't had enough. I want to write. Blue wants to write. Blue has never not wanted to write. It's just, what's the term? The resolve is strong, but the body is not willing, or the mind is willing, but the body is weak, sort of thing. Oh, I don't take the risk because I don't believe them, so I don't waste the energy, so I don't take the risk out of laziness. It works. It definitely works. Although I'm believing less and less that laziness actually exists. I think a form of laziness may exist, but I think lazy can only really be lazy if we enjoy it, I think. I think laziness is something to be enjoyed and indulged in. I mean, if you're being, in inverted commas, being lazy and freaking out about not getting anything done, or, stuck in horrific anhedonia, things like that, I don't think lazy is the right word to apply. I don't think it quite works. It's probably far better words in German. German has words for everything, doesn't it? Because it just keeps clunking the words together and making longer and longer words. Which I think is an excellent strategy for language. You don't have to waste time trying to invent a new word, you just clunk a few together. Am I giggling? My gigglings. Are my giggles getting slightly hysterical? It's not even 1 a.m. yet. Normally, of late. Well, at least with the organ farming, I tend to stream much later than that. Oh, dearie me. I'll probably at least go up to 1. Let's see if I can just keep talking until 1. I'm sure I'll be able to. As I said, my shower streaming sessions, not real streaming in the shower. That will not be appropriate, even for a VTuber. Yes. But yes, all of my going on and on and on and on in the shower seem to work very well. Hello, Reaper. I'm so sorry. We are supposed to be coloring. We did get some good coloring done, but then my handcam camera did something weird, and I didn't want to take it down and figure out how to fix it for risk of exposing myself. Blue already accidentally exposed the top of her head today. So if you want to know what the top of Blue's head looks like, just go back to the VOD and have a look. I don't think you would have seen more than the top of my head and possibly the shape of my glasses. But yes, I had said that I was concerned that this would happen, so please keep a lookout. And I'm just yapping and colouring, and I look up and a lovely has said, I can see the top of your head, and I go, ah! Ah! Oh no, I know, my identity is compromised. Oh, dearie me. You know what I was doing the other day? I just can't stop thinking about more names that would be cool to publish under. Like, I'm already Moonfeatherblue. I'm not quite ready to rebrand just yet. I prefer not to. I don't like the idea of rebranding constantly. Panic! Exactly. I was even wondering, do I have to go back in the VOD and cut that out? Am I not safe now that the top of my head has been revealed to the internet? I mean, that's why I'm wearing the very stylish Hakuen gloves, isn't it? because we cannot reveal our hands. I know that's just something that the agency VTubers do, but it seems traditional. It seems classic now. And it's nice to go along with those sorts of things now and then. It's fun. It's fun. Oh, yes. Now that more lovelies are here, I wonder if I should just, yes, I'm probably not going to stream for much longer because, as I said, yeah, my sleep schedule is totally screwed up, for want of using slightly harsher words that I prefer not to use on stream, because not only is it minorly or even majorly unprofessional, but Blue just doesn't like cursing in general. I only enjoy cursing if I have written it and it really works. And, you know, it is the perfect thing for that moment in a story. Then I enjoy it. But in general, nope. Blue is not a cusser in general. Of course, then that just makes it hilarious for my family when I do accidentally and or intentionally drop a cuss. Drop a cuss sounds like a euphemism for something else. But then again, if you look at it, anything could sound like a euphemism. You just have to say, if you know what I mean, at the end. What was I talking about? Oh no, I've lost my train of thought. I've lost my train of thought. Yes, that's the tone of chewing I do with Bobby Breyer when playing with his trains, because he loves vehicles. He loves vehicles, particularly tractors, but does love particularly tractors and cars. But any vehicle is good. Oh yeah, that's right. I wanted to vaguely discuss my thoughts for small changes probably going to start making to the Drabble and short story videos. I'm probably not going to keep doing the longer chatting afterwards, even though I do greatly enjoy it and it's fun. It just takes too long to edit, and I've been having no time to write because I'm spending all the free time I have editing. So yeah, even though it's fun and I enjoy it, probably going to stop doing that. I'll have some sort of semi-scripted spiel with, you know, if you like it, please like it, and the subscribing for more stories and all of the other basic YouTuber stuff that we need to say. Because, you know, we need to say it. I don't know. I still want to put something at the end. I don't want it to be just a story then nothing. I do want something. But no more chatting so much about the story process and ideas where it could be going. Maybe a few little ideas for where it could be headed. But I was thinking maybe every few months or so could have a live stream dedicated to chatting about the stories that have been released in the previous little while. And then that way we could all chat properly about it. That could be nice. Dearie me. It's a thought anyway, but I do need to be spending more time writing as opposed to editing. But yes, also, what do you think about my plan to try to write 100 Dravels and release a collection called 100. Brilliant, no? No, not brilliant at all, but I still want to do it. Oh, dearie me. Dearie me. Oh my goodness, I have chatted more and it is almost 1. I do not have to stop directly at 1, but around 1 would probably be smart. Excuse me while I cough. There we go. Yes. I think I had been wondering whether I should do a what's it called? A poll with thoughts as to whether to cut out most of the chatting at the end of videos, or whether to just swap to doing one video every 2 weeks, or swap to doing one video every 2 weeks and cut out the chatting. I'll probably have to cut to one every 2 weeks soon, but I want to keep up the every week for as long as humanly possible. It's just better. To hold myself accountable, yes, but also just better. Oh, that sounds crazy but impressive. What, writing the 100? Well, I think I've got 17 complete in total so far, and lots of others that I've started writing, so In theory, it's doable. It's doable. Particularly, yes, if I start doing a few more Drabble writing streams and we try to, you know, not necessarily finish, but get some good stuff done on between 3 and 6 Drabbles every stream. 6 is probably too high. 3 and 5. 3 and 5. 1, 2, 5. 3, my lord. 3. Sorry. Fair. Oh no, my hand got caught in my background scarf. Yes. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I'm sorry so many of you came right near the end. Right near the end. I had meant to go longer with the coloring, but it just did not work out. It did not work out. So probably until I get more of a handle on the hand camming and, you know, have a few troubleshooting strategies in place for fixing that without accidentally revealing myself. Wonder how the agency VTubers do it. Or, you know, just the more accomplished indie VTubers. There has to be a trick. Maybe I should join a VTuber Discord, but nope. That would cause horrific anxiety. I should still do it. It'd be better in the long run. Has anyone else heard of, is it called VTuber? I don't know, it's some sort of dedicated website, not quite database, I don't think, but something like that for VTubers, and we can enter ourselves in there. And I've been planning to for the last few weeks, but I haven't done it yet. I probably should. Because, yes, if you can put an alert on that when you're going live, and so people looking on the site can see when small peoples have gone live. You could switch to a game if you want to. I could. Except the thumbnail doesn't match. Oh dear. I know that's silly. But yes, I am not, sadly, one of the variety VTubers on Twitch who can just do whatever they want, whenever they want. It might be nice, but I still think when it comes to VTubers, and I think just streaming in general, YouTube, it's still not the best, but it's more on the up, and Twitch seems to definitely be more on the down. I do still watch it occasionally, and I've wondered whether I should attempt multi-streaming, but I think I'll continue keeping things simple for now. Plus, doesn't Twitch have a real discoverability problem? Not that, you know, it's much better here. That's okay. I just think YouTube needs to sort of highlight the live section a bit more. And, you know, just have that as the second option on your page, like whoever's live right now. And if you don't follow anyone who's live, other options. We just need to push the live on YouTube a bit more, I think. Push the live. Ow. You know how I mentioned last week not last week, in Discord, I think that I accidentally, it was an accident, I just wasn't thinking. I shoved my hand in the fireplace to move some wood. Yeah, only tiny burn on little finger. It still hurts. It's a fair tiny burn. Yes, a tiny burn, but ouchie tiny burn. Fireplace, I think it's still going, and if not, I should be able to revive it before going to bed, because it's supposed to be really cold tonight. Really cold. Really, really cold. It was cold enough walking to town today and struggling back under the weight of my groceries. Yeah, I should really get my license one time. I need to renew it in the next few weeks, which means I need to take the test again, and it's been so long since I've done it, I don't remember anything. So I need to study. And despite being a library, Blue doesn't really want to study again. Blue feels she's done enough study for her lifetime. Even though that's ridiculous, we should always keep learning, and Blue knows that. Blue believes in the principle of that, but the idea of taking any more tests is just like, please no. I get you. Yes, it's a problem. Maybe that's why my Japanese study has stalled so horrendously. Guess you couldn't handle it. Oh dear. Oh, give me a moment. A small one has appeared. I'm just going to mute. Hold on, sorry. Okay, I just gonna wander off just for very quickly. Not even long enough to go to the be right back screen. Yes, she needs some water and she is not comfortable, so I need to fix both of those things. I'll be right back, sorry. Hello? I am back. Oh, it's cool. Also, that pun was from earlier, sorry. It's a problem, the delay, isn't it? I just wish there was a way to get a handle on it, but yeah, I think there's always going to be a slight delay. Yes, she's all good now. She seems to have fallen asleep straight away. She wanted to chat briefly about gardening shows. As you do. Dearie me. You know, I'm back. I'm probably going to stop very soon. I am sorry, but yes, sleep. I'm probably not going to go to sleep. I'm probably gonna watch some YouTube. But yes, winding down. We all must wind down. Although it's gotten to a point where I almost can't go to bed without watching a little YouTube first. It just feels like I can't, and it's a bit weird. It's like I get into bed and I lie down. I try to wait. No, I need to watch YouTube. Need to do it. No, I don't. But I still can't put the phone down. It's a problem. Oh, well, since it's contributing to my lack of sleep hours. Although, is it really? Because if I didn't watch the YouTube, odds are I would just be lying awake anyway. Sorry, lots of sighing. Ooh. What was it? Yes, we walked into town today for the groceries, and yes, being the sort of town where I live, almost the only options for eating out are things like fish and chips. And we finally got our first sort of large franchise, which is a Subway. I think I've mentioned it. It's ridiculous thinking, I'm looking forward to Subway. It's quite nice. Some of the reviews it's gotten are like, this is the best Subway I've ever had. And, I'm from somewhere with lots of Subways. So that's nice. But we got some chips and nuggets from one of the fish and chips places today. And the nuggets at this place, I would swear they were from KFC. It's like we can't find the taste and texture of KFC nuggets anywhere else, but these are so close they're almost indistinguishable. So I'm like, yes, more of these nugs. I love these nugs. But yes, they were delicious. That sounds awesome. They were pretty awesome. And Bobby Breyer got his first juice box. I've been avoiding giving him juice because I don't want to get him minorly addicted to juice like I accidentally did with Small 1-1, Lilac Rose. But yes, he was very happy. So very happy. He also got to chase a lot of seagulls, and that's a best day ever for a almost 2-year-old. The fish and chips, not the Subway. This place is really good. It's one of the newer places. It is really very good. Delicious. And so much chicken salt. Is chicken salt more of an Australian sort of thing, or do other people? Does anyone not Australian routinely get chicken salt on their fish and chips? Or is that an us thing? Because if it's not, it should be an everyone thing. It is amazing. It is amazing. I love chicken salt so much. I used to have a big shaker pot of it to use at home, but it got the cardboard around it got really soft and warped and weird, so I'm guessing it was out of date. But did I stop using it? Nope. I eventually threw it away because I don't have it anymore. I should find some more chicken salt. Yes, the chicken salt. Oh dear. So yes, I finished two more Drabble videos yesterday, and they're in the list ready to go. I've got another one which is all recorded and ready to edit. I'm working on the first short story. I've got 2 more Drabbles ready to record. One that's possibly ready to record. Is it a spice mix? It's I'm not sure exactly what's in it, but it's just salt that used to be used on chicken, I guess. But it is so good on chips. Just a special kind of salt. Salt with extra stuff. I'd have to look up what's in it. What else is in chicken salt? Hold on. Gotta do this now. Take off the gloves. I need sensory feedback when I'm typing. What are you talking about? Okay. Ingredients in chicken salt. Okay. This is the AI overview. Can I go somewhere else? Oh dear. Sorry, there's a news.com.au thing. The title being OMG, Aussies only just realised what's in chicken salt. Well, that doesn't bode well, does it? Oh dear. Can I find... Oh, here we are. Master Foods chicken salt seasoning. A carefully crafted blend with salt, chicken flavour, paprika and onion to deliver the iconic taste Australian families know and love. Sprinkle over your roasted or barbecue chicken for deeper savoury flavours. Substitute your table salt for Master Foods chicken salt and shake over golden hot chips. Yeah, okay, so salt, 75%, chicken flavour, 10%, paprika, 3.5%, onion, food acid, citric, garlic, rice flour, pepper, and celery seed. What's wrong with that? What do you mean we only just realised what's in it? Although, how do we get the chicken flavour? Is it just sort of like chicken bones ground up? Like stock? Something like that. I mean, if we eat chicken, We could eat the bones. I think we're moving close to some of the organ discussions that we've had of late. Like the bone marrow and how apparently delicious and good for you it is. Yeah. I don't generally buy Master Foods products because they're just slightly more expensive than the home brand. I only get it if there's no option in the home brand. Because blue is cheap. Oh, dearie me. Yes, delicious on chips if you can get hold of it. Yes. Maybe Australia ships it out. Yes, chicken salt. Tell your friends. Sorry, it's just one of those things that's so normal here, and you just assume it's the same everywhere else, and then suddenly you realize nobody else has chicken salt. Ooh, nice. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Although, speaking of chips and chip flavorings, there's I'm assuming it's still there. There's a little cafe at the university I went to that, you know, I generally always went to, particularly if I was feeling a bit depressed. But, you know, after handing in assignments and do other things, or sometimes just if I felt like it, I would go there. And I would always just get their big bowl of chips because the seasoning is just phenomenal. So good. So I was always disappointed when it wasn't quite up to scratch, which happened, sadly. You know, it got to a point where it was more often than not, it was not up to scratch. But when it was done the way it was supposed to be, it was just incredible. I got no idea what was in it. But sometimes I think I just really need those chips. I need them so badly. Oh, so good. You know, a bit spicy, a little spicy. Really, the spice, the mild spicy and the salty and whatever else was in there, it was just amazing. And whatever their dipping sauce was, you know, some kind of, oh, it might have just been garlic aioli, but it may have been the first time I was introduced to garlic aioli as well, and it's just amazing. I love chips. I would love to travel the world and just eat hot chips. You know, sample what they're like all over the world. Different seasonings in different places, different shapes, different methods of cooking. It's just, chips are so good. Yeah. That's even more obscure than what Blue wants to do otherwise. That would be awesome. It would be amazing. We did used to sort of keep track. Our family kept track of where we'd had really, really good chips and tried to remember different things about them. I think it was like some chips at a place called the Flinders Ranges. I think we'd agreed were the best in Australia. I forget why. And we've only had them that once, I think. And I forget what was so good about them, but I do remember us just swearing for ages, like those Flinders Ranges Visitors Centre chips are the best in Australia. Oh, dearie me. As much as I would love to discuss chips forever with you, and as much as I would have loved to continue colouring, I should probably call it. That could literally be a video. VTuber travels the world for chips. That would be amazing. Unfortunately, Blue would probably need corporate sponsors for that. Yeah, I don't think anyone's going to pay for Blue to travel the world and eat chips. Also, I would have to get a GoPro and have it work with live streaming while wandering around. And it's hard enough for me to live stream just sitting at home, let alone wandering around. Pretty sure I saw, well, I know, we said live action streamers. Flesh streamers? Whatever. Non-VTuber. Tubers. Non-VTuber streamers walking around doing their live streams out in the wild. But, yeah, it's not really a good idea, is it? You don't want people to be filmed if they don't want to be filmed. It's not cool. It's not cool. I do remember seeing Merryweather doing one at night, walking around the night streets of Tokyo, but I seem to remember him being very careful not to catch people's faces and such. He was being very careful. Oh yeah, IRL streamers. Those guys! Those guys. Oh dear. I caught a Merryweather stream yesterday. He has a new model, and it is a girl model, and she is adorable. We like Merryweather. We like Merryweather. I can't always watch much of his streams sometimes for various reasons, but I love and respect him. I love and respect him. IRL streamers are 99% awful. They seem to be. I'm sure there are some that are absolutely wonderful, wonderful human beings, but we only ever hear about the awful ones, don't we? So maybe the percentages aren't that bad, but it's just because the bad ones are all we hear about. Oh dear. I mean, I suppose people who aren't so familiar could argue that, 99% of VTubers are awful. Whereas I'm sure we are not. I'm sure we are not. Nope, 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 nope. Oh dear. Yes, I should stop and at least go and lie down. And see if any of my YouTube videos that come out generally after I stop streaming are up yet. Oh dear. Dear, dear, dear. Some of the nice IRL streams come from variety streamers who aren't awful. Ooh. Yes, do like good variety streamers. I came across an interesting video, I think it was yesterday, about how HoloLive is sort of experimenting with the next phase of VTubing, which is less sort of company, which is what everyone wanted at the beginning, because VTubing in the West at least exploded during COVID. But we sort of don't need someone to sit with for 6 hours at a time, sort of chatting and playing games anymore. It's still nice now and then, but it's not what people are craving. People want narrative again, and it seems that's what HoloLive is doing with Enreco. They're experimenting with the narrative, and if they find the stuff like that works in the West, they can blow it up over in Japan as well. And I'm wondering, does that mean Blue is heading in the right direction by being a VTuber writer? Will that work, or is that's not really what people want? They want their VTubers being sort of the characters and being the ones having the narrative, as opposed to VTubers being people who write narratives unrelated to them. I suppose I had wondered whether I should just write some Blue stories, but it seems a little too self-interested to me. Not real Blue stories, but real Blue stories. If you know what I mean. I thought about doing something, working titled The Library Diaries, and just, mixing a bit of everyday life stuff with random lore-like things, like how we help butterflies read from massive tomes or something. I think it's popular to have a story, but if I could be perfectly honest, please don't do that. You mean please don't write stories about Blue? Yeah, I'd prefer to write my own stories, thank you. It's gets a bit weird and meta otherwise. Blue can appreciate a bit of meta, but yeah, that's just taking things way too far. Ah, my hand got caught under my scarf. Oh dear. Don't turn yourself into one of those VTubers that make up a whole story for themselves. I wasn't planning on it. Even if I did write random Blue stories, it would just be, random daily life in the library, not full-on stories about Blue. Nope. Don't worry, not planning on it. Too many other things to write already. Alrighty. I should probably call it. Been going for almost 2.5 hours, and the colouring conked out a while ago. Like Blue, you're a writer, just be a writer. I think that is the right way to be. Thank you so much. I'm glad you feel this way also. It does help. It is. Yes, because I think my intention in being Blue. I mean, I like VTubers. I like lore. It's fun, but I'm being a VTuber because I don't want to be I don't want to be a face, and I don't want to be an IRL person on YouTube. And I loved VTubing, and it's so interesting. It's like, why not do that? Are we allowed to do that without having to sort of buy into the full, slightly odd VTuber culture? It's yeah, you can write about your life. I just meant turning yourself into a character, if that makes sense. It does. It does, it does, it does. I am just me. Blue is blue. Blue is me. Whoa. Where did I go? I was like floating somewhere on the ceiling then. The ceiling, which is now white and not weird green, which is very nice. It's a nice change. Oh, but the ceiling in my bedroom is still green. It's like a really dark olive green. Like, why is the ceiling really dark olive green? And why are the walls light green? Who was in charge of picking the color palette for this house? But it's too much to repaint the whole thing at once. So I think my room may be last on the list. Okay. I'm gonna turn off the background music. And there. And I got a cough immediately. Sorry. Oh, there's peppermint chocolate. I should have some of that before bed. Oh, dearie me. So I've had these exact thoughts. Okay, he's good. He's good to know. We are not alone. We are not alone. Oh, dearie me. So, thank you for coming to this stream. I apologize again that it did not go exactly to plan, both with the unexpected top of the head reveal, along with the conking out of the hand cam coloring. Time to go rest. Indeed it is. Indeed it is. Thank you. Oh dear. But yes, next week, either drabbling or gaming, probably. We shall see. We shall see. We shall see. Maybe we can. We're finally up to chapter 4. Or maybe we can finish the organ game. Excuse me. Maybe we can finish the organ game. Yes, I would prefer to finish games before moving on to the next one, but given, only streaming once a week, it gets a little difficult. Thank you again for streaming with me this lovely evening. Wherever you are in the world, good night to you, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, and I hope the rest of your day is absolutely lovely, because that is what you deserve. Of all the money that here I had, I have spent it in good company. Oh, and all the harm I've ever done, alas, it was to none but me. Sorry, I was just pausing to see whether I was going to cough or not. And all I've done for want of wit, to memory now I can't recall. So fill to me the parting glass. Good night, and joy be to you all. Thanks for the stream. You are so very welcome. I love streaming with you. I do. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. And until next time, bye-bye. Bye-bye.